So today I'm going to be doing my username, Bloody Highlight. If you want to know how I did it, then keep watching. So my idea is that I'm going to make big cuts along my cheekbones. So I'm going to first map out where I want the cuts to be using a somewhat lighter colored lip liner. So let's get into that. Alright, so now that we have that done, I am going to start doing the latex part. What I'm going to use is some tissue, and I pulled apart the tissue so it's only the thin little piece, and I have a little thing of latex. So I'm going to strip these to teeny little strips, just like this, and then I'm going to basically just run it along in there so it gets all wet. Latex is incredibly hard to work with. Probably should pin my hair back. What have I done?
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Alright, so I'm just going to set it with the e.l.f. high definition powder so that it's not shiny. So here we go. Alright, so now that that is done, we are going to cut the sides open like this. So let's get to that. What I'm going to do is pull the latex up a little bit and cut it, and be sure not to cut your skin because I've been so close to doing that a lot. And then once you cut into it, just kind of, and these are like dull, not sharp ended scissors, which I would recommend because you could probably cut your face pretty bad. So just kind of work the scissors in there, and then as you keep going, just if you can kind of see what I'm doing, just kind of working the scissors in there, and then you just cut slowly. Alright, and some of the excess latex, just cut it off so you can see the cut a little easier. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm thinking that we need to kind of darken it up to make it more like a cut. So I have my Ben Nye bruise wheel. I might just use my fingers. I might regret it, but... And honestly, with like the creases and stuff that you can see right here, it really doesn't matter too much because like most of the time they just get covered up with blood anyways. So if you have some creases that you can't get the color into, don't worry too much about it. Alright, now we're gonna take some red. We're going to focus that kind of more in the center. Kind of try to darken the flaps of the skin. It sounds really gross. But basically just kind of focus the red in the center. Alright, so now just do the same thing to the other side. I'm thinking, since I've already done like my face makeup 3 times in 3 other videos, we can just skip that part. It's just going to be like the foundation, concealer, and contouring kind of thing. So I will see you in just a second. Alright, so now that the face is done, I'm going to start putting more detail into the cuts. So what I'm going to do is find a black eyeliner. Alright, so I'm going to use my Tarte Clay Paint Liner, and what this does is it just adds dimension to the cut, which makes it look deeper and more realistic. If you weren't to put it in there, it'd more look like a scrape instead of a deep cut. So I wanted a deep cut. Alright, so now that this is done, I'm going to do the eyes real fast. I'm just gonna do something simple, just so it doesn't take too much attention away from the cuts. So I will be right back. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, I'm going to do one of my favorite parts, which is blood. Just gonna unscrew the blood and take a couple Q-tips just to clean up, just in case, because blood gets very messy. I like to tip my head this way, so that way when I put the blood in here, it kind of will go in the cut. Alright, so I think now that this is done, I might pick out a lipstick. This is Jeffree Star's Unicorn Blood. Alright, so this is the final look. I'm pretty happy with it. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!